Hello, my name is Jerry Yusko, and I was inspired to speak about a topic I found very interesting on Facebook. The person wanted to know, what does enlightenment mean to you? And I really gave this a lot of thought. What does enlightenment mean to me? To be an enlightened person is only one step of a three-step process, in my opinion. To be enlightened means to have knowledge, to be aware. But you have to take that down to its core value of, are you talking about enlightenment of being a human being? Or are you talking about the enlightenment of being a spiritual being? Because I really analyzed that and went into my core and found out that there's two different aspects of being enlightened. One is the physical realm and how you interact with your reality of a living being, and then your spiritual aspect of who you are within the contents of being a live physical being in reality. And what I found out was, for me, enlightened means to know how to bring the two together. I'm an enlightened being in the physical aspect because I've been educated within this realm of this world. But as a spiritual being as old as the universe, I found out that I have other traits and talents that I could not learn from a teacher of this world, because it was already intuitive known to me what I already knew: modalities, healing, being psychic, being a reader. I didn't need to go to someone to learn these. I already knew how to become those, because that is already part of me in a spiritual aspect. And that was enlightenment, to know what I know without being taught from someone else. To know the truth of knowing how to go back into oneness. Because although we all have different physical beliefs, the end goal for most people that I talk to that are on a spiritual path is they claim that they want to go back into the oneness of creation. Which means that in the end, if we're all enlightened, we would all be in the same path of that creation that we came from in the beginning. And that to me is knowing, just like I know now how to read, write, spell, because I learned these things in the physical world. In the spiritual world, I know what I am, who I am, why I am. And that's the enlightenment of my spiritual aspect. And these are the teachings that make it a duality between the physical world and the spiritual aspects of what we are, and how they come together and start fitting like a hand in a glove, become one unity of, which would be the next step of empowerment. You can know everything, but if you don't know how to act within the empowerment and use it correctly, then you're not fulfilling the whole aspect of all your knowledge. And that's what kind of happens, I think, to some people that I know. They're very brilliant when it comes to this world, and they might have a lot of knowledge on the spiritual aspect. But the one things that they don't have is the correlation of how everything fits together. And that is where true enlightenment would know. Like, so you were talking to an astronomer and they were talking to you about a black hole, let's say in space, or a quasar. You would intuitively know how that interacts with this universe and how you, being a part of this physical world, how it relates to you. Empowerment is the act of taking the soul essence and the spiritual essence of what you are and be able to take the energy and be able to manifest it within the physical body of your reality of where you're at this present moment, without fear, without misguidance, because you'd be perfectly in tune to the enlightenment of the creation of the universe, to know what is balancing the whole universe and the placement of what you do and how it would affect others. And then you'd have to have one other thing, the self-realization of what you are in the creation of a Christ-like person or a master over your physical reality, to be able to take energy and literally create it into matter from your mind. So if you wanted an apple, you would think apple in your mind, and your mind would know how to take that energetic thought and transfer it into physical matter. This is where I think people will be going in the future, hopefully. This is where I like to see people to definitely end up in the future. We are at a cusp in what I'm learning from what I do in my work, in a duality between the physical evolution of our technology versus our spiritual growth of what some people desire to have, like mental telepathy, telekinesis, the ability to transfer themselves through teleportation, all the things that the mind can create. And we're doing that to a large degree through our technology. But to be able to combine both of them and have your mind be able to do what you could do in a mechanical world, but you could do them within a quantum world of physically changing your body to the energy of what you need. For the work that I do, I've literally have seen inside human beings before, like an X-ray machine or an MRI machine. It's because I don't limit my thought to the fact that I can't do it. I perceive in imagery of what I need to know. Just like some people can feel it, I see it. This is where I believe the evolution of what we're going. So in true enlightenment, you need to be able to embrace true empowerment of that enlightenment, to be able to bring to it. Then you need the realization of creating yourself to the perfect being of what you want to become out of both of those. And that is what I got from that inspiring message. What does it mean to be an enlightened being? And to me, to be enlightened means to know how to bring the physical world and encompass it with what I am spiritually within this world. So I have manifestation of true empowerment to create anything and everything I want from this world. To use my mind to the fullest extent of what it's capable of doing, and learning how to go beyond by not setting limitations of what I'm told we can't do, but by embracing the spiritual aspects of everything that we can do. There is no limitation of the mind. And we do that through what we create, like telephones, TVs. If we could do that in the physical world, it's just a matter of being able to trust each other so we can mentally communicate with each other, so we can manifest thought and energy without hurting or harming each other. Right now, these might be in individual goals, and there have been masters that have walked upon this planet that have done so. But to be able to teach people how to become the true empowerment and the true enlightenment of what they were from the very beginning of creation to this point, and have them remember who they are, instead of just being downloaded or reconnected. No, to become again, and seeing the manifestations of how you can heal or how you can mentally communicate, or having the ability of having psychic perceptions and seeing your abilities of what you truly can do. Because we will not all be equal. within our abilities, because we need to still learn how to be diversified and learn from each other until we overcome the fear of each other by embracing the love of what we are from the very beginning of creation to this point. And that is what true empowerment is, of knowing how to embrace yourself, to not to bring harm to anyone else. For you would rather have harm come to you, because these are things of either you're evolving in your acknowledgement of being enlightened, or you have the knowledge of truly being enlightened and have learned to start using it in empowerment of becoming more than just a physical placement within this world, but the spiritual identity of being able to use your abilities and manifestations to help change the vibration of this world. And that is all I really have to say at this moment. So I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. And thank you so much for your time, patience, and hearing me. And I hope this inspires you as much as the message that I read about what is enlightenment. If you enjoyed my work and you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.